leaving Cairns on our way to Port Douglas this morning. Belting down with rain while we were packing up, which was fun. Up to 10 mil is forecast today in Port Douglas. Currently it's about 21 degrees, so a little cooler than what we've been used to the last 2 weeks, but still much warmer than what it would have been back home. We're going to stop off on at a couple of places on the way. It's only about an hour to Port Douglas, but due to the weather, we don't know if we'll really get out and have a look around. We might end up doing a little day trip and backtrack from Port Douglas over the next couple of days if the weather gets too inclement today. We'll see. So we'll catch you then. Bye.
See you there.
Tasting paddle, classic 5 beers. They got like 15 beers on tap they make here. So I'll start with the classics, then we'll move on to the award winners. And God knows what the other 5 are, but I'm willing to try them as well. So I'll check back in with you shortly and let you know how I'm going.
Amazing, incredible. The laser focused mind just taking all the fights.
I have got another paddle after finishing the classic paddle. This time I've got the award-winning paddle with a slight variation. I got a fireball beer at the end. So let's see how I go with the award winners. The classics were pretty good overall. Give them 3 out of 5. Let's see if the award winners are any higher. Wish me luck. Good morning.
Good morning. We're at the Daintree River Cruise Centre this morning and we're about to hop onto the Daintree Ultimate Wildlife Experience Tour, which is a 60 to 90 minute tour, riverboat tour down the Daintree River, and hopefully we'll get to learn a little bit about the river's ecosystem there. Hopefully we'll get to see some estuarine crocodiles as well, and some other wildlife. So looking forward to this.
Maybe a cassowary.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, that is what a large estuarine crocodile looks like. Now the crocodiles upstream are really black in colour. Okay, as we get down towards the river now, they become much paler in colour. Almost, it's like they're slightly darker shaded than the floor that you're standing on. So this guy, on a winter's morning like this, is regulating his body temperature.
That is Bruce. Guess what? Bruce is a girl. There's the story.
The crocodile, females specifically, are incredibly territorial. Okay? Now, if another female enters this area, World War III breaks out. Okay? The girls do not play well with each other at all. The boys are much more civil. Okay? The boys will literally, as long as there's an alpha and he governs the situation, lots of other males can live there with him. But the females are built psychologically very differently. Okay? metres, thereabouts, 6 600 odd kilos, male crocodile. He's been the king of the river for 19 years, alright? See the white lumps on his face? That's a tooth abscess. He's got one on each side. He's got no teeth left. That tells me he's around 75 years of age. No, they all marinated. So they all have sharp teeth, but they cannot chew anything. The same way he always used to say. They need teeth.
What's his name?
Bruce. Scarface. Bruce Scarface, I think.
Short, stumpy legs, he's not going to chase you, is he? Chances are you can run backwards faster than he can run forwards. But in the water, that equation changes significantly in the water. You don't want to be in the water with animals like this around, moving at 10 to 12 metres per second. So we all know if something happens, they slink back into the water, don't they? And they are a surprise animal. He looks like he's just having a stretch there. There's a gland in his throat that closes because he breathes air like you and I. That gland is so he can hunt and eat in water because he'd choke otherwise, okay? Crazy good eyesight. There's a reflective layer at night time, like a cat. And then there's a clear membrane. So every time you see footage of a crocodile going into the water, there's a clear membrane covers their eye just before they enter the water, and that's to protect them from debris in the water. So you can see he's quite comfortable with us in our presence. He's used to it. But he is not comfortable with unknown boats. So our worst enemy as tour guides, believe it or not, is recreational boats turning up. So holidays. And those recreational boats tend to scare all the crocs off into the water.
Just waiting for Ben. I've spent 50% of the trip doing this. It'd be so much quicker if he just packed before we left the car. He's changing shoes. Changing shoes. Good thing we've got time. I've allowed 4 hours to do something that should take 2. But with Ben, it takes about an hour to leave the car. Yeah, okay.
Suspension bridge. If you find this GoPro and not us, we thought we were just going on a 2-kilometre loop.
Hey?
Yet to see a crocodile.
We saw like 4 crocodiles this morning
Not
on the
in
river
here.
cruise. Hey?
Not in here.
I don't think we will see a crocodile here. I think you need to recalibrate your expectations. If we're lucky, we might see a cassowary.
Okay, now we've had a life decision.
That one just goes straight to a hole, does it?
Looks like a death hole, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cassowaries's been here.
Is Cassowary footprints, you reckon, Ben?
No, I know where they're scratched around deep.
Oh, okay.
Clear signs.
Clear signs of cassowary, according to Ben. Don't touch that.
Definitely cassowary dung.
Okay. Oh dear. Halfway into the Rainforest Circuit track. Total distance is 2.4k and it's a loop and it's been beautiful. Circuit track done.
2.8 kilometres lying son.
Hey Ben, thoughts and feelings on Mossman Gorge?
Glad that's over. That was warm. Very, very muggy.
It was very humid.
Yeah.
But it was really beautiful. Definitely well worth it.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. It wasn't crazy.
How long were we there for? About
Probably 2 hours in total.
About 2 hours in total, yeah. We just took our time, stopped for a couple of photo opportunities.
It says there's like 4 walks, but at the end of the day, there's really only one. Follow the one track, it goes up, does a big loopy-loop, and then you come back.
Yeah.
But they call it 4 different walks.
Yeah.
Anyway, done now.
Alrighty, back to the van.
What are we here to see, Shel?
Cane toad racing.
What are they going to do? How does it work?
I think they race the cane toads. But don't quote me.
From?
I think it, I don't know. Cross it round the block?
I don't know either. Might have something to do with that table on those buckets. We'll see.
Cafe Mariners' scientific name was introduced into Australia in 1936 to combat the onslaught of the brownback cane beetle, which was devastating our cane industry. Now what happened? They conducted some tests in Puerto Rico back in the early 1930s where this guy wiped out the brownback cane beetle. Now a farmer up here in far North Queensland, this happened about 100 kilometres south of here, okay? This is a true story and it happened very close to where you are right now. Ergonomically designed racing harnesses. As you can see, this one's green. That's how I can tell my cane toads apart. If you look carefully, they're just girls' hair ties or scrunchies. I call them jumpsuits. Come on, give it up for Jerry Springer! Racing in the yellow. Put your hands together for Fat Bastard.
Hey.
Racing in the pink in the backyard of my house, which I call toad hall. This guy insists on wearing the pink. Put your hands together for Gay Freddo.
Hey.
Racing in the white, Skippy's love child. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Racing in the red is the only female I've got in tonight's first race. Put your hands together for the camel toad. And racing in the blue, last but not least, is the patriotic toad. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Big clap for our 6 jockeys, here we go. Okay, now jockeys, I need you all to listen very carefully, because I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to race cane toads. If you get this wrong, you might get disqualified, okay? Now each of you gets a racing whip. What you do is you pick up your cane tape, give it a kiss and pop it in the starting bucket here, alright? Once all 6 of you in there, I'm going to lift up the bucket and then you must use your whip to race your toad off the table. Line your cane tape from behind so it moves forward, okay? Now they're trained professionals. As they get towards the edge of the table, stick your hand out, your cane tape will walk into your hand. Once it's in your hand, race over here as quick as you can and place it gently into the finishing bucket, which will be right there. Don't slam dunk it into the bucket. We don't hurt the toads in the show. Because you, the jockey, are the only person who can put your toad in that bucket. So whoever goes in the restaurant, you have to go and get it, okay? I don't care whether it goes outside, over towards the bar, or even into the kitchen. Go and get your cane toad. Race number 1 here on a Wednesday night. We've got Nick on green, Meg's on yellow, Jono's on pink, Dad's on white, or Mick's on white, Charlie's on red and Annie's on blue. Everyone together, ready, set, and they are racing. There's Meg. But our winner once again was Nick on Jerry Springer. Jerry! Well done, Nick. He's been a bloody consistent toad, that one.